Today, we're going to do some quick and easy upgrades on the Jeep to get a little bit better lighting. So currently I have some taillight boxes that house some 4-inch trailer lights. The taillight boxes, I think they're probably from Rusty's, but they were on the Jeep when I got it. I do love the taillight boxes because I have smashed into them a few times where you would definitely just shatter a factory light. And all those are cheap to replace. It's just nice not having to worry about, your lights ripping off for the drive home. However, the trailer lights that are in there are super faded, super dull. Some of the LEDs are fried out. So I was really stoked when Nilight reached out and wanted to hook it up with some fresh new lights for the Jeep. So these guys, a couple things I'm pretty excited about is since they are the dual red and white. Right now I have a red up top and a white down below, but now that I can put red and white top and bottom, it's just going to be a little bit more red light on the back. So as far as braking, hopefully a little better visibility for cars behind me. And the reverse lights, I already kind of hooked these up to a Milwaukee battery. The white reverse lights are super bright, so should be nice for on the trail at night to actually kind of see a little bit where you're backing up. Versus my current ones, they're so faded out, you can't see anything. Also, we're going to add in some little Nilight orange blinkies on the side. I'm going to use these for my turn signals. Currently, I have the white lights that are back there wired in as my reverse lights as well as my turn signals. And I think technically you're not supposed to have white turn signals. So we're going to add some little orange LEDs on the sides for those. These are definitely a little brighter and just will look a little bit better. So let's start ripping out these lights. We're going to drill a new hole for these, do a little wiring. This should be a pretty quick install. Alright, so I've got the taillight boxes off. I went ahead and just kind of checked all the wires and jotted down what color wire runs what, then snipped them off. And the next thing I want to do before I start putting these new lights in is I want to go ahead and drill the holes for the turn signals. So for those, I'm going to be putting them on the outside edge right between the two lights. So I just need to measure a good spot, mark it, and drill it. Alright, so after fighting these things forever, I just could not get the lights pressed into the grommets. The lights don't even actually fit through the holes in these housings without the grommet. I tried doing it from the back. I tried using the grommets from the old lights. Just not going to happen. So I finally looked it up, and these are designed for a 4.46 inch hole. This is like 4.3 something of an inch after I measured it. So I went ahead and marked these. You can see the yellow circles around. And I'm just going to go in with a die grinder and just open up the hole a little bit. And hopefully that'll allow me to fit these in. The only other thing I'll kind of hate on a little bit is the rubber grommets that come with these. Traditional like trailer rubber grommets are like a soft kind of nice rubber. These are kind of a hard plasticky like cheapy rubber, which is definitely making it way harder to get them in as well. So if I have one thing I'd say to Nilight so far, definitely get some nicer rubber grommets. But let's go ahead and get the die grinder out, rip these open, and see if we can finally get these lights in here. Alright, so we got these lights all set and they look awesome. I have tried to play with this camera to make them come through and look good in video, but it's very hard. But the regular running lights, super bright. The reverse lights are crazy bright. They light up the whole road or trail behind you, so that's awesome. I know it's going to come in super handy out and about. Wiring these up is super simple. And overall, I think this is honestly a really good light. My one gripe is definitely the grommets for them are way too stiff and they're pretty much like plastic. But otherwise, the back of the Jeep, they look sweet. The turn signals turned out great. They're super bright as well. So big thanks to Nilight for sending these out. Definitely would recommend these for a trailer or Jeep application. And they're really not that expensive either. So pretty good option if you are on the trail and do smash them. They're not too expensive to replace, but they look great. Anyways, guys, thanks for following along. Thanks to Nilight for sponsoring this video. If you guys want to see more fabrication and 4x4 content, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm going to try to keep uploads every other week throughout the rest of the year, so stay tuned. We got a bunch of stuff planned. Thanks for watching. See you next time.